Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have Untethered, the sequel to Shielded by Kaylynn Flanders. So this is the second book to Shielded, so I cannot remember Shielded at all because it was such a long time ago that I read it. Meaning, I think it was like last year or maybe the beginning of this year. I can't remember. So this was supposed to come in July from another, I pre-ordered it and it was supposed to come in July. I've emailed them quite a few times and they never got back to me. I was like, oh, okay. Well, at least the money didn't come out. Cool. Because the money didn't come out until they sent it. Never come out anyway. So I ordered off eBay. Lovely, perfect condition. Sweet. So this book, look at the cover. One, it's amazing. It's so pretty. It's I love it. So, sorry, I cannot remember the characters. I know I remember I did like Shielded, because the characters were amazing in them and stuff like that. So this is the cover. This is the hardback, so I say, with this embossed on it. Embossed? I don't know, but I didn't actually know this was on it. And then we have a silver spine. Okay. Although Athene's sister, Genosara, saved the kingdom of Helindi from the Grey Mage, the prize came at a steep price. The life of their father, the king, now then rules over a divided land with a medallion that warns trouble of brewing in the south. As a second-born, Princess Chiara is the perfect ruling royal, perfectly invisible. She longs to help restore peace with the Platinum, but with no magic and no fighting skills, she doesn't stand a chance against a mage. So when a member of the Turian royal family goes missing and Chiara finds a clue about the rumoured resting place of the mage's long lost artifacts, she's decided it's time to be seen. As Ren and Chaya path cross, they find that the mage's hold on the Platinum is more powerful than anyone expected, and that they must learn to trust themselves and each other before the mages retrieve their artifacts and become too powerful to ever defeat. I was surprised by this book. I've heard a little bit of down pages of each. Everyone's like, oh, this book was not that great. It was not better as the first book. It's not up to living to its standards. I thought this was really good because someone who doesn't want to be seen finally comes out because someone goes missing. A prince goes missing. She's like, oh, hell yeah, I've got to come out and get this done to find an artifact. It's a brilliant sequel, and I saved every heart-stopping moment that we got. And 1 second. Every heart-stopping second of it. The story begins several months after the end of the Shielded. Ren is now king and adjusting to his new role in the kingdom, where he can't trust anyone. He deeply mourns the loss of his father and is struggling to figure out the place as the leader of his kingdom. When he feels an insistent magical pull towards Turin, where his sister now lives, he quickly arranges to leave. While in Turin, Ren learns that one of the members of the Turin royal family is missing and potentially kidnapped, believing she's the only one who can leave and help. Chiara starts a quest to find her family member. When Ren learns of Chiara's disappearance, he vows to find her and bring her home. Ren and Chiara tries to save the kingdoms and families from the evil pursuits of the power-hungry mages. This takes on them on a dangerous and heart-stopping adventure and tests their limits, their loyalty and their strength. This is literally one of the most anticipated reads I know, as well with those other books I wanted to read this year, and I adored it. A story with amazing characters, a suspenseful, intriguing plot with several surprising things to it, a wonderful love story. The book takes you onto a total roller coaster ride of emotions. I became so invested in the characters and their story that the book was impossible to put down. This story is primarily told from Ren and Cho's kind of style of their story. Throughout the story, several other points of views are sprinkled throughout the story. I love the switch as much as I love just Genzera and Enzo. While on the focus of Shielded, Ren and Chira are just compelling. So Ren is a fantastic character, and I was eager to learn more of his story and how he adjusted to his role as king, especially since he didn't know who can he trust, and the kingdom is such in turmoil. He presents himself as a confident and self-assuring man, but when it's masked hid the inner turmoil that burdens him. Ren is still mourning the loss of his father, and in a smaller way the loss of his sister now that she lives in Turin and with Enzo and his family. He's a young leader who's finding his way, and he struggles with self-doubt, much like Chira. Ren questions himself and his capabilities, also like Chira. Sorry if I'm saying these names wrong. He grows and changes, and he becomes more self-aware and self-assured as the story progresses. So Shira is a great character too. In Shielded, Shira said something to Genersa that something really struck me. I feel trapped by who I'm supposed to be, who I want to be, and who people expect me to be. Shira struggles with the feeling Untethered as well, and she tries to find her place in the world. She often feels unseen and unheard, invisible among family and peers. With so many obstacles to face in her journey, Chira begins to believe in herself and find her purpose. So Chira and Ren both realise they are capable of much more than being accepted for of them. They both show such growth, grit and determination, and strong leaders in every sense of the world. So the romance between the two is sweet and builds gradually throughout the story. They both feel like they're their true selves when they are together without fear or judgment or betrayal. There's no ulterior motives, and they trust each other in implicit. There's a foundation of a deep, lasting relationship. The pair brings out the best of each other, seeing how slowly grow their love. It's lovely. The love when the two and a new ally works together. They are each other for a different kingdom. They each have their own strengths, which they use to their advantage. They make a great team. They identify with each other so well. Each feels out the players in the world and struggling to find themselves in society, and that has already chosen path of them. The trio also treats each other as equals, which seems important to all of them, as they often treat differently because of their status, magical abilities, lack of ability, and more. So in addition to this exceptional development, there's a few other things that I love about the characters in the story. There's the abundance of strong and capable female characters like Chira, her grandmother and her mother, Jenna and Mari. Each show such strength, at different points in the story. I think the message of empowerment and equality shines through. I also like the anxiety rep, and that his books realistically portrays panic attacks as well as a person with anxiety. I thought this was well done, so I tend to identify with the feelings that the character had when struggling with anxiety and panic attacks. So the plot is dramatically and intriguingly developed, as the characters are now also invested in the story, as the both of them travelled across the country, trying to rescue someone else but to them who has been kidnapped, find the Black Library, defeat the evil mages, and more. They face these extraordinary obstacles. The world is visually created. The imaginary is strong. You can physically imagine it, guys. It was unbelievable. So Untethered is an excellent read, an epic continuation of the series. It's a high stakes adventure with characters and intrigued world building. I can't recommend it enough. With an epic quest and dangerous adventures, ton of intense and suspenseful action, unique and interesting riddles. The antagonists who will stop at nothing to gain power. The plot is engrossing, well paced, immersed. Plus, there's a romance. What can you get better than that? This was literally such a good book to read, and I'm so glad to finally got it and read it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time for the next book review. Bye, peace.